In the ancient kingdom of Persia, during the reign of King Darius, there lived a man named Daniel, whose unwavering faith would become a timeless legend. Daniel, a devout Hebrew prophet, served the king with such integrity and wisdom that he earned great favor and a high position in the realm. Every day, without fail, he would open his window toward Jerusalem and pray to his God. This display of devotion, however, stirred a bitter jealousy among other officials in the court. They saw Daniel's righteousness as a threat to their own ambitions and began to weave a wicked plot to bring about his downfall. Knowing they could find no fault in Daniel's work, the jealous officials decided to use his faith against him. They approached King Darius with cunning flattery, persuading him to sign an irrevocable decree. The law stated that for 30 days, no one could pray to any god or man except the king himself. Anyone who disobeyed would be cast into a den of hungry lions. The king, blinded by his pride and unaware of their true motive, signed the decree into law. With a heavy heart, Darius realized too late that he had been tricked into condemning his most trusted advisor, for Daniel continued his daily prayers as he always had. Bound by his own law, the king had no choice but to order Daniel's punishment. As dusk settled over the city, Daniel was brought to the edge of a dark, cavernous pit. He was cast into the den, and a great stone was rolled over its mouth, sealing him inside with the snarling beasts. The air was thick with the scent of danger, and the shadows danced with the forms of powerful lions, their eyes gleaming in the gloom. But as Daniel knelt to pray, a divine peace settled over the den. An angel of the Lord descended, a radiant figure of light who gently closed the mouths of the ferocious lions, rendering them as harmless as lambs. At the first light of dawn, a distraught King Darius rushed to the den, his voice filled with anguish as he called out to Daniel. To his astonishment and immense relief, Daniel's voice answered from the darkness, calm and unharmed. He declared that his God had sent an angel to protect him because he was found innocent. Overjoyed, the king commanded that Daniel be lifted out of the den immediately. Seeing Daniel without a single scratch, King Darius issued a new decree, proclaiming that all people in his kingdom should honor and revere the God of Daniel, the living God who performs signs and wonders and who had delivered his faithful servant from the power of the lions.